And in a sign of growing U.S. impatience with Pakistan's dilly-dallying on dealing with terror, the U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo has told Pakistan Army Chief to deal with terrorist groups without any distinction. Mr. Pompeo's warning to Pakistan military apparatus came during a phone call to Army Chief General Qamar Javed Bajwa. Informing about the conversation between the two leaders, the U.S. State Department spokesperson said, and I quote, Secretary Pompeo spoke today with Pakistan Chief of Army Staff Qamar Bajwa. They discussed ways to advance U.S.-Pakistani bilateral relations, the need for political reconciliation in Afghanistan, and the importance of targeting all militant and terrorist groups in South Asia without distinction. And to bring us more details on this story, I'm joined in by our correspondent Siddhant Sibal on the phone line. Let's quickly go across to Siddhant. Siddhant, what is the latest that you have on this news story?
The latest is that the new Secretary of State had a conversation with the Pak Army Chief, and the focus, of course, remains terror, because terror is something that has been emanating from Pakistan and creating issue for India. And particular focus was act on terrorist and terrorism in its own territory without any distinction. That, of course, focuses on not selectively acting on certain terrorists and allowing other terrorists to go free. There is no good terrorist or bad terrorist, so that was the focus. But other focus remains Afghanistan also, because instability in Afghanistan is creating a problem for the entire region, and that instability is largely because of the terrorists which have been given safe haven by Pakistan. Last week only we saw there was this fatwa from the elders there who said that suicide bombings are against Islam, and we saw bombs going just outside the tent of that important event which took place in Kabul. But largely, if you look at the entire region, the region remains not stable because of the activities of terrorists who are operating within Pakistan. And despite if you look at India, we have seen Ramzan ceasefire being violated,
right,
despite India calling for peace in the region because of the activities by Pakistan.
Right. Siddhant, while Pompeo has given an earful warning to the Pak Army Chief, will Pakistan actually pay heed to US is the question.
Well, that question we all know we know the answer of that question, because we have seen Pakistan not acting against terrorists. Terrorists are roaming freely on the streets of Pakistan. Not only roaming freely on the streets of Pakistan, they have been, in a sense, being backed by the Pakistani army to join the mainstream there, the mainstream political activities there. Remember, Pakistan goes to election, and there has been a understanding, it seems, between the army and the terrorists like Hafiz Saeed, that they can join the political mainstream. Despite he not getting the approval from the Election Commission of Pakistan for his party, he will be now fighting on another political party, another political party. So we have seen that despite the global pressure, global isolation, even China calling Pakistan to act on terrorists, Pakistan hasn't changed its policy.
Right. Thank you, Siddhant, for bringing us all those details on this news story.